In a world on the cusp of discovery, one man stood at the intersection of mathematics, physics, and invention. This is the story of Archimedes of Syracuse, a genius whose insights into the natural world laid the groundwork for modern science. Give me a place to stand, and I shall move the earth. From the Eureka moments in his bathtub to the ingenious machines designed to protect his city, Archimedes' life was a tapestry of intellect and innovation. Join us as we explore the mind of a true pioneer whose legacy continues to shape our understanding of the universe. Archimedes was born around 287 BC in Syracuse, a vibrant city on the island of Sicily. He hailed from a Greek family with a rich intellectual tradition. His father, Phidias, was an astronomer, and it is believed that Archimedes was inspired by his father's work to pursue a path in science and mathematics. In the bustling marketplaces of Syracuse, young Archimedes would have witnessed the practical applications of mathematics in commerce and engineering, igniting his curiosity about the underlying principles of the physical world. At the age of 18, he traveled to Alexandria, Egypt, a renowned center of learning, where he studied under some of the greatest scholars of the time. This exposure to advanced mathematical concepts and the works of earlier thinkers, particularly Euclid, shaped his understanding of geometry and set the stage for his future discoveries. In Alexandria, Archimedes was not just a student. He became a part of a vibrant intellectual community that fostered inquiry and innovation. Archimedes' fascination with mathematics and geometry began in his youth. Surrounded by the works of Euclid, Archimedes delved deeply into geometry, mastering concepts that would later inform his groundbreaking discoveries. He was particularly interested in the relationships between shapes, sizes, and volumes, laying the groundwork for his later work on circles, spheres, and cylinders. In his writings, Archimedes applied rigorous mathematical reasoning to prove fundamental theorems. His work on the area of a circle, where he showed that the area is equal to pi times the square of its radius, was groundbreaking. He developed methods to calculate areas and volumes using a technique known as the method of exhaustion, which would eventually lead to integral calculus centuries later. This method involved inscribing and circumscribing shapes to find limits, showcasing Archimedes' ability to blend intuition with mathematical rigor. One of the most famous stories surrounding Archimedes is his discovery of the principle of buoyancy. Legend has it that while taking a bath, he noticed the water level rising as he entered the tub. This seemingly simple observation sparked a revelation. The volume of water displaced is equal to the volume of the submerged part of an object. Archimedes famously leaped from his bath, running through the streets of Syracuse naked, exclaiming, "Eureka, I have found it." This moment of clarity led him to formulate what we now call Archimedes' principle, which states that an object submerged in a fluid experiences an upward force equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. This principle revolutionized the understanding of density and buoyancy, influencing everything from shipbuilding to fluid mechanics. Archimedes made substantial contributions to mathematics, particularly in his studies of circles, spheres, and cylinders. He developed the formula for the surface area and volume of a sphere, which states that the volume of a sphere is 2/3 that of the cylinder that contains it. This was a remarkable insight that would influence mathematicians for generations. In addition to geometric shapes, Archimedes introduced the Archimedean spiral R, a curve that reflects the relationship between linear and angular motion. He explored the properties of this spiral in his work, showcasing his ability to connect different mathematical concepts. His methods for approximating P were groundbreaking, demonstrating an early understanding of limits and ratios. These discoveries laid the foundation for modern geometry and calculus, positioning Archimedes as a key figure in the history of mathematics. Among his many inventions, the Archimedes screw stands out as a remarkable engineering feat. Designed for raising water, this simple yet effective device consists of a helical screw inside a hollow tube. Archimedes conceived it to address the challenges of irrigation and water management in agriculture. The screw's design allows for the efficient lifting of water from lower to higher elevations, revolutionizing agricultural practices in ancient times. Its implementation across various regions highlights Archimedes' practical ingenuity and his understanding of mechanics. Modern versions of the Archimedes screw are still used in irrigation systems, sewage treatment, and power generation, underscoring the enduring legacy of his inventions. During the Roman siege of Syracuse in 212 BCE, Archimedes turned his genius towards military technology. As the Romans sought to conquer the city, Archimedes designed a series of innovative war machines to defend his home. Among these was the Claw of Archimedes, a formidable device that could lift and capsize enemy ships, causing chaos among the Roman fleet. Additionally, Archimedes devised large catapults that hurled projectiles at attacking forces, demonstrating his ingenuity in applied mechanics. Historical accounts describe how these inventions contributed to the prolonged defense of Syracuse against the Roman siege, showcasing Archimedes' commitment to his city and his remarkable understanding of physics. Beyond his inventions, Archimedes made significant contributions to philosophy, particularly in the realms of mathematics and science. His writings reflect a deep belief in the power of reasoning and observation as tools for understanding the natural world. In texts such as On the Measurement of the Circle and On Floating Bodies, he articulated foundational concepts that bridged mathematics and physics. Archimedes emphasized the importance of rigorous proof and experimentation, laying the groundwork for the scientific method that would emerge in later centuries. His work exemplified the integration of theoretical inquiry and practical application, embodying the spirit of curiosity that drives scientific exploration. Archimedes' influence on mathematics, physics, and engineering cannot be overstated. His principles laid the foundation for future scientists and mathematicians, including the likes of Galileo and Isaac Newton. The concept of leverage and the principles of buoyancy were integral to the development of mechanics, impacting fields as diverse as astronomy, navigation, and architecture. Modern applications of Archimedes' discoveries can be seen in various fields, from civil engineering to robotics. His methods for calculating areas and volumes continue to be taught in mathematics classrooms worldwide, emphasizing the timeless relevance of his work. As the Roman forces pressed on, Archimedes remained focused on his studies, deeply engrossed in mathematical inquiry even amid the siege. Unfortunately, the city of Syracuse fell to the Romans in 212 BC. The story goes that a Roman soldier, tasked with finding the great inventor, encountered Archimedes engrossed in geometric calculations. Despite Archimedes' pleas to be left undisturbed, he was killed, a poignant end for a man whose life was devoted to exploration and discovery. His death marked not only the loss of a brilliant mind, but also the tragic consequences of war on intellectual progress. Archimedes' legacy, however, would endure through his writings and inventions, inspiring generations to embrace the spirit of inquiry. The life of Archimedes, we recognize a figure whose curiosity and intellect transformed our understanding of the world. His innovations in mathematics and engineering paved the way for future scientific advancements, embodying the idea that curiosity is the origin of knowledge. Archimedes' life serves as a reminder of the power of inquiry and the importance of nurturing a spirit of exploration. In the words of Archimedes himself, all things are made of water, and through our understanding of the natural world, we can continue to unveil the essence of inquiry.